Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Allayi on Endless. As is ever the case, we come back to some hostility. You're not worthy of peace. Cold War is more like it. Alright, let's... Do they actually dislike us? Is this actually a problem? No, okay, they're just... Basically, they're just taxing me. Alright, here, have... Do you want some titanium or something, man? I would rather trade them titanium than dust right now. How about 20 titanium? Alright. Every once in a while, the AI just wants to make you work for it a little bit. We actually almost didn't have the influence to do that. Alright, so we're catching up on tech. Let's go ahead and do weapons tech with the rare, the Mithrite and the Hyperium, since we can just make armor out of Palladium now. I mean, no, we should do this. We already have guys who are using these weapons. This just means that we can seg into having real armor a lot faster. Yeah, so 3 turns of that. People have orders already. Let's get those out of the way. Some of you guys know what you need to do. So yeah, I think a quest victory is possible. A lot of the steps of the quest go pretty quickly after this point, if I remember. Somebody commented on the last episode, "Hey, SB, you are aware that you can have 8 units in an army, right?" And no, obviously, from the way I was behaving, yeah, they caught me. I had not factored in the fact that we stole that technology, or looted that technology. And we should actually be running these guys. I can't make an army? Why? Oh, they don't have any movement. Right, we just transferred them in. So actually, I'm going to have these guys sit here. We're going to add those monks back into this army. Who else doesn't have... Oh. Yeah, whatever, man. I have no idea what to tell you to do. Nothing you could do really matters at this point. Take that. Alright, so winter is ending, which is equal parts fortunate and unfortunate. Alright. Monks. Come on. Damn it. I hate the fact that when the turn starts in earnest, it erases your selections and just selects all of the things in the garrison instead. Alright, you guys get back in the garrison. Okay. We could build a luxury intensifier on the gold. That is not a good use of our resources. There's no reason to do that. We could build an imperial funding thing, though. That seems wise. Yeah, we can take some turns off of that. Okay, so this is a real army. These foragers are not that dangerous. This is like half a real army and half weird, crummy foragers. We're in defensively powerful mode right now. And a lot of us are kind of injured. I think we're going to wait. We'll let them come to us. Alright, right now... Alright, let's pop into the altar and see if we can't influence winter. Something strange is happening here. I would like this winter effect, if at all possible, so let's pray for that. I don't think there's supposed to be 5. Because there's only space in the UI for 3. I don't know, that's weird. Okay, the other thing that I might want to do with pearls, now that I seem to have my Garths... Well, actually, never mind. I was about to say now that I seem to have my Garths under control, but that's not actually true, is it? We need to build quite a number yet. So let's finish building out this city. Before there are things that need built, obviously. Let's finish building the city first. Alright. One of the big upsides of winter ending is that a fellow Tegret can actually move at a reasonable speed now. She is a little bit stymied by the cold. Okay, this city needs... Actually, this city needs to find a good way to build out. I guess we can build the triangle and baryons like this, and that allows me to get to build a dock. which I think is important. So first let's build the luxury intensifier. Then let's build a Garth. Actually, I'll wait until the luxury intensifier finishes, because then I'll be able to build a Garth right here immediately. Then we'll build our dock, then we'll build one here, and it'll immediately go to 2. Yeah. Alright. Our happiness is actually in a really good place right now. We have a lot of dust, so we can get on some of these luxuries that we don't have running. We need Dust Orchid. And we don't need it, but we want Dust Orchid. What do we have running right now? We have Titan Bones, Wine, which we don't actually need, Gold. Let's run some Dust Orchid. We can speed up the Moonleaf. We may as well, right? Let's buy the Moonleaf. And then the last thing we could want really is Dust Water, I think. Spices would be good too. So Dust Water is being sold. So we have a nice thing going here. Unfortunately, ran out of dust before I could buy enough Dust Water. We're gonna have to wait till next turn on the Dust Water. But we're doing great. We're doing great on a lot of different fronts. I'm feeling very positive, which is maybe a bad sign. This is how you feel right before the rug gets swept out from under you, right? No, I was waiting for these guys to come to us, but maybe they're not going to. Drider 2. How these 118 damage, 192 attack. 69 defense, but like enough offensive stats to actually be reasonably dangerous. So, how is the capital doing on that building up our military thing? Can I speed these things up? Yeah, let's get some forces built here. After Varys finishes doing what they're doing, I think we need to construct some more monks. Oh, and that's right, Varys is in a roundup right now, so things are not great. Alright, yeah, just stay put. Let's see what these guys do. If both of these armies come down, we're actually in for a pretty tough fight. Which is to say, we're actually in for 2 tough fights. Yeah, roundups are tremendously ineffective. Oh, yeah, we took that 3-pip pile of pearls that we just grabbed was right on his border, so of course he's a little annoyed. Understandable. I don't care, but I understand. I say I feel you, man. So do I want another minor faction assimilation slot? Was there something that was of value to me? We could get Yotus, Dorgeshi, not that great. Gorin, Nidya, no, not really. It's usually not awesome. So I just clicked on this, but actually it's probably not right. Because this is more compelling. This is probably more compelling. Security tech, actually. Let's pick up security tech. I think we're going to need it. So the way that roundups work, let me clarify this in case you're unfamiliar. The roundup cuts all of these numbers in this row in half for a couple of turns. And during that time, your security increases slowly. Then at the end of the roundup, a security test for potential spies is made. Security test is the same thing that happens when a spy performs an action. They can get wounded or they can get captured or whatever. It performs a security test at the new higher security value, and then after that, the security immediately drops back to the normal value and the production values go back to normal. If the opponent's spies are any good at all, you are not going to find them with a roundup unless your initial security value is like at least around 40%. The roundup here could have worked. It wasn't super likely to work. If we build a security building in this city and then try a roundup, the roundup will be even more likely to function. So these guys are moving toward us pretty slowly. Right, Allayi has finished its docks and is in a pretty fervent mood. Yeah, let's get on this. We're going to really pump the Empire's science and dust values up. I think we're, as unsatisfying as this may be, and I apologize if you're feeling like that's the case, we're going to be moving into SimCity mode for a little bit here as we try to catch up on all the values we're behind on. Alright, let's go finish buying dust water. You know what technology we should have that I'm 100% sure I didn't bother to get? This thing. Plus 20% duration when activating the luxury booster for each other active luxury booster. That's actually a really good tech. Okay, so that's going, that's going. We have the ability to make better armor. Let's look into the cost of that. So let's say Monk 5. If I wanted to build you this stuff, 35 health plus 20% health versus 28% or 28 health plus 10% defense. 34 health plus 20% damage is very compelling. We don't have the Mithrite coming in at nearly as fast a rate. Well, actually, it's not that far off. Our Skyfin is really good at his job now. Let's say we went for Mithrite helmets. 52 health, 18 defense, 6 initiative. So it's actually not that much better defense-wise. It's a difference of 4 defense and 6 health. But you get a little bit of extra stat. I think, honestly, we can leave the dust chest plates. The difference is too small to be worth the extra equip cost. But I think the Mithrite helmets are a good move. Those are very, very good. And then we have to upgrade the other monk design to also use them. And then we had to check out our hero. Zoyos. Would you be better off with some new gear? So this was 30 health, 15% initiative. This is 34 health plus 20% damage. Yes, I think so. And what about this stuff? Disease and disease immunity. That's actually interesting. If that, you know what, if that affected the whole army, I might go for it. Army resistance boost. What is the text of army resistance boost? 4 defense, 6 initiative. Interesting. I had a rejump taking that slot. Okay, let's, what else do we have here? Army piercing boost, which is plus 6 attack, or plus 6 damage plus 8 attack. That's interesting. Plus 6 damage is only about 5%, I think, for most of my troops. Well, it's not a huge amount, and 8 attack is also not that compelling. What else could we possibly put on there? That's interesting. So it increases the approval of cities that these units are garrisoned in. Shock and City Guard. Shock is... okay, morale damage. That's kind of cool. Disease immunity. The problem with these, using them for disease immunity, is that it's very expensive to equip trinkets in general. Like, where are we going to get that much palladium? Or that much mithrite, rather. Forest Resonance. Extra... ooh, Life Drain 2. That's actually compelling. How much Life Drain is that? 2 per level. Never mind. That's not that compelling. But let's go ahead and put that Mithrite helmet on at least. Okay. Well, these units are well outfitted. How far are we off of the next era and being able to equip a little bit better dust gear? Still fairly far. 3 techs. Although 3 techs is not a lot of turns. I will say every turn feels like an eternity when we're staring down a necrophage army of indeterminate size. These 7 guys plus those 6 guys up here, plus who knows what else. It's got me a little bit concerned. We've been doing well against the necrophages, and every time I'm like, oh god, what am I going to do? We win another decisive battle against them. So I should stop worrying, probably. But it's just, you know, it's in my nature to be concerned to an almost cartoonish degree. You guys stay put and heal. This monk is in terrible shape. How quickly are they healing, actually? He's at 113. Let's see what his health goes up to after a turn of standing around. 131. So he gained not a lot of health there. And it does look like we're going to have to deal with both of those armies. I mean, that's no big surprise. So what do I want these guys to do? I guess just go and gather pearls, right? This seeker is just a pearl gatherer. Now see, over here I don't 100% know what to do. I think the smart thing is going to be to make landfall here. And then negotiate whatever borders and stuff I have to negotiate. So we can afford to go out and grab pearls a little bit. We have to build up, because faction quest is going to require pearls to move forward on. Oh. They have a 3rd army. Okay, so their plan is just to run troops at me until I cannot possibly survive. This is not actually a terrible plan. It costs 1228 for me to buy a monk out. I can do that every turn, in addition to our actual production. Yeah, I think for right now we're going to be spending dust buying monks. We need to get a 2nd army established, and then where is Nachampsissa? First Mutsu Wing, which is where? That's the first Uzu Wing. Okay, you're still over here. So actually, let's snap you back to the front. We need you for actual fighting. This is a terrible army. Are these the best troops we have access to? Yeah, basically. Sipuan is working on monks. Yeah, we're gonna have a pretty harsh turnover rate here for a little while we fight these off. I wonder if... Let's check the diplomacy screen real quick. I wonder if purple... Oh no, purple and blue are still at war. I was gonna say, I wonder if purple stopped fighting them, and that's why they can suddenly turn around on us. Okay. Hey, red. Do you want to fight blue? No, you really don't. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Because if red started in on blue... Oh wow, purple's actually taking territory here. Okay, so red has bigger problems. And actually, we kind of have bigger problems too in this case, because that means purple is in a position to maybe run away. We do not need purple taken off with the game. Alright. Well, one problem at a time, right? We gotta deal with these incoming phage armies. So, we can get over here and attack him right now, but I don't know if that unit is in range. I don't think so. This is a couple of Driders, a Forager, a Necrodrone, and 2 Rumblers. These Driders are actually pretty well equipped, except for they have no defenses. Well, let's try to meet this army on the field here. Take them down. I think those guys are out of range. Yes, they are, just out of range. We should win this. Oh, we have Tychus for reinforcements, too. I wasn't even counting on that, but that's nice. Okay, so the Forager is going to lead. The Necrodrone's going to follow. And I have to figure out... I think the best thing to do is going to be to hit these Driders. With their low defenses, we actually should be able to bring them down relatively quickly. Yeah, they have a lot lower defenses than everything else. And then we don't have to worry about their potentially damaging attacks. And the fact that we can fly is really going to facilitate this. Where are the reinforcement flags for us? Over here? The thing is, Driders have... Oh no, they have normal range. I thought they had short range. I was going to say Driders have short range and we can use that to exploit the fact that they'll be trapped behind the Rumblers. But it's not actually true. I still think it's the right thing to do, though. We're going to split off over here instead of starting in the city. I know the urban morale bonus, but I think this is a smart thing to do. Let's start way back here by the city. Make them come to us. We can deal with these two quickly, and then the enemies will have to catch up. I think this is the right thing to do. So the Necrodrone is our first target. The Necrodrone will get up on top of us this turn. Then all of my guys will go. I'm a little concerned about the Rumblers and how this is all going to work out on the first turn. I wish we had ranged units. If these guys were all archers, I would just hold position everybody and just flatten these guys under a hail of arrows as they approach. Melee units are a lot harder to work with. Actually, you stay put and you stay put. Try to keep these injured guys out of harm's way. In fact, yeah, move over to here. Alright, I think that's right. We've got what I feel is an appropriate focus on the forward enemies. We're going to take a turn of just getting thwacked by the Rumblers, but we should be able to move around them to hit the Driders after that pretty easily. Use our forces like we've been using our forces to keep them distracted so they don't get their attacks after the first turn. Alright. We took down that Forager real quick. Okay, that was lucky. That Drider is running in the wrong direction. A little confused. Okay. So yeah, we want to prefer the Drider as a target whenever possible. You should distract him. You are going to be a team player and fight that guy. You have 3 move? You actually can't even get to... Yeah, just... The Necrodrone will probably dash itself against our hero. Yeah. And then we can't reach the Drider with a lot of these guys, so I guess we're just going to be doing a lot of work on the Rumblers this turn. Not bad. 212 damage is like a pretty okay number. Ow! Wow! That was crazy. The Drider did so much damage. What the hell? Man. Ranged troops are so good. We need ranged troops so we don't have to take so many losses. So, a lot of the time, you have access to good ranged troops. Very few armies don't. And it's possible that we should have more quickly prioritized ranged troops for ourselves. Because obviously we're having some trouble here. That is based on the attrition that we have to take while fighting. But we wouldn't have to deal with this crap if all of our troops had bows or guns or something. The next series we're going to be doing is Forgotten on Endless, and Forgotten are heavily reliant on ranged troops, and I expect the battles will be a little bit more one-sided in our favor. Okay, so we've had our numbers work out pretty... Oh my god, I forgot the stupid Forgot the stupid Allayi hero AI. I always forget. It works correctly just often enough for me not to always be thinking about it. Alright, no, don't walk a step backwards. Charge forward and do violence. Always charge forward and do violence. Oof. And I will say the Forgotten Ranged unit is pretty great. The Forgotten Combat units are pretty great in general. It's going to be a very different feel from this game. I'm really looking forward to it. That said, I think this guy's dead. Oh, he narrowly survives. That said, we do actually have to win a game as Allayi before we can move on to that, so let's not count those chickens just yet. Alright, can we please get one more successful attack? Don't do 0 damage. Nope. And he's completely surrounded by units now, so we really need some of you guys to, you know, pitch in and get cracking here. You need to back off. You need to back off. Did you actually take that order? No, you ignored me. You need to back off. Yeah, you can lead. Oh, okay. He died from poison damage. And so did half my army. Great. Necrophages, man. We take more damage from their diseases than we do from their actual attacks. Super annoying. Alright, well, let's head back to the village. Duke Weybridge is having a great time. He shows up to battle late, doesn't actually get attacked, and then gains enough XP for another level. Pretty reliably. We don't want a Mithrite Extractor, because we have that working already. Alright, we managed to build a kind of a weird, snaky foundation for this city without actually having to lose very much in the way of approval. Okay, we got... Our science engine is under construction. And we know, like, even battles that go poorly, like, that battle went really poorly. We lost 3 units. But we lost 3 units to the opponent's 6. And that's how this is gonna be. We're gonna come out ahead in every battle. It's just that they have access to an effectively infinite number of units. So we have to come out ahead enough that it makes them worried. It makes them think, oh, I don't even know that I want to fight this anymore. Okay, let's get more units forward here. You down near the city. I can't click on these guys while they're in transit for some reason. That seems strange. You need to get over here. You need to get over here. We need you guys to be building Palladian monks. The Palladian comes in pretty quickly, thankfully. We are going to buy out a Palladian monk. Maybe that wasn't the right place to do that, though. No, that doesn't push the monk ahead. Right. The other Unwin Weybridge leveled up just from passive being in the city XP. The Vaulters beat us to Benevolent Emperor, which I'm not happy about. The Quicksilver has ended, which is fine. That doesn't matter, like, at all. You should go ahead and build Imperial funding. You're out of position to really contribute troops to the war effort in an optimal way anyway. Oh, Green hasn't even closed their borders to us yet. Well, I wonder how long that's going to go on. Okay, so in Barians, we get to build this, and then this. That should be fun. We're going to keep using our dust exclusively for buying troops for now. We can afford to buy a troop every turn, dust-wise. We cannot afford to buy a troop every turn, Palladian-wise. We have to deal with these armies in a relatively efficient way. We can't afford to be losing so many troops all the time. On the whole, war effort's going well. I don't mean to imply otherwise. It's just not going totally optimally. So I'm gonna have some standing movement orders for those guys. For these guys, I think I just want them to sit. Somebody is not yet wearing their sweet helmet. Do I want to walk up on these guys, or do I want to let them just come in? I think the latter. Well, here's the risk, though. If I just let them come in, I risk having to fight them when they're united with those guys. Do I have enough move to get over there? I do. Yeah, let's just take them now. We're going to lose units. We have a lot of weak guys, but we get back up this way and they don't. Ugh. No foragers in this army. Oh. Huh. This is not the outcome I was expecting. More damage. More damage. Well, I feel pretty great about where he's going. Oh, and we have the anti-spying tech available to us now. So we want to actually have these guys move here. We're gonna try the old mash attack on them before they can get away trick here. It's not really a trick, it's just a thing where I press attack a lot. Go get them. Go get them before reinforcements can show up. Alright, they won't retreat this time. Another army, really? Seriously, the AI just gets to build infinite troops. You guys actually maybe need to move toward Varys. Yeah, but see, like, this is why it was really important for us to deal with these guys. We have to kill these guys and then get back to Varys pretty quickly. So we'll process that battle in a moment. The AI will wait patiently. I mean, I don't know if they'll do it patiently, but they sure as hell will wait. Okay, this is taking a long time. This is like sailing around the Cape. Alright, sailing around the tip of Africa to get where you're going. So Tychest is about to be done. We'll buy out this monk and start another one. I don't know why there's a single citizen over here. I guess it doesn't change anything, except it does give us a little more dust. Alright, let's resolve this battle. So their units are all screwed up now. Obviously going to work to our benefit. We have to try to keep the casualties to an absolute minimum. Which means this guy goes here. Does this guy go here? Yeah, this guy goes here. And then we fill in the space around him to make it inconvenient for the AI to get to him and attack him. Okay. We're going to lose people here, but we're not going to lose everyone. So, what do I think the enemies are going to do? With 3 moves, he will probably just move here. Maybe here. Maybe here. Don't really have any control over it. Then this guy will follow. He's moving to here. Almost certainly. Because this is the most injured troop that he can get to. So this guy's the target. And the secondary target can be that. And then I think we should be able to distract this guy. But let's put a backup on that. And who is trying to target the Drider right off the bat? It's a good idea, but maybe focus on the enemies who will actually be in range. Okay, they're just going for the high health guy. Not the usual MO, but I'm not upset about it, certainly. So you can see the variance is starting to get pretty huge. When you have these higher damage numbers, I should have told that guy to hold position, because doing that gave him the disease. Shoot. Well, he's dead. Well, don't just stop. Fly over there. Kill somebody. You can fly, son. There's no reason for you to wait. Okay. The Driders have the potential to do a lot of damage to us, but they may just heal each other, which is a thing that I am 100% okay with. You need to fall back, but I think you're already dead. You need to move forward. Like, actually try to fight. Here, go shoot a Drider. So where will our guy move to? He'll move to here? Maybe we can actually get this guy a little medical attention. No, our hero won't get to fire, so he won't cause a healing burst. Never mind. It was a good idea. Alright, 208 damage is pretty good. We're getting absolutely crushed by these Spider-Men. I'm having people retreat, and they're already diseased. Well, the good news is, this guy would be really awkward to fight if he couldn't fly. It's a lot easier for us to surround him than it might otherwise be. So we're gonna lose. Okay, if we killed this spider this turn, this guy will survive. So that's got to be the hope. He has 6 health. Unfortunately, this guy does not get to live. Okay, was that the only loss, actually? Do we only have one guy die? Because that's a lot better than I was hoping. Even if it was actually 2. No, only 1. Yeah, not bad at all. Alright, yeah, like I said, expect every single battle to be a tremendous blowout in our favor. And expect that to maybe be good enough. Because the number of troops they can bring to bear is really huge. Yeah, these Drider heavy armies are going to be tough to fight. Never thought I'd say that. Turns out, if you put enough equipment on anything, you can turn it into a formidable soldier. Alright, we still have that one dredge. Bravely serving. Okay, Orus has a finished triangle, right? Yeah. Yeah, we have some level 2 districts, because we have the cargo docks. Cool. Alright, so yeah. Orus is just infrastructure. Yep. Varians is doing its thing. Atayu. Probably just infrastructure. We're never going to be able to build a triangle here, so it sort of doesn't matter. We should Garth this, though. And that way the cargo dock will level up. That'll be cool. Okay. We could run Quicksilver. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to. And I suppose let's activate the Emeralds. City might get attacked. A little bit of extra fortification could be good. Yeah, I think we just stay put for now. Try to get this monk out of Zighor as fast as possible. Now, as soon as this button lights up, it's going to reselect the dredge. Alright, there we go. Come on, get in there. Get in there in time. Palladium 4 monk. So the question is whether I merge this monk into this army and leave them with no movement, or whether I send this army after him right now. This army is a little heavy on the bad foragers, which bodes well for us in actual combat, but it means since every one of his units is an actual necrophage, we will all be diseased by the time the battle ends, which means this is going to be kind of high attrition. I may not have a choice. it might be the case that we have to get these guys dealt with so that we can head back. Their necrophage hero army is in these shadows somewhere. It means he's not a lot of moves away from Tychest. This is not at all what I wanted. Alright, you guys... back off. Yeah, no, we have to start the fight. I can merge you into this army at least. Oh no, I can't. You won't merge into that army. Because they'll never do a move that requires them to stop on an impassable space, even if it's a space they could just walk over. I guess that means it's not impassable, huh? Anyway, I think we do have to attack. We have to cede our defensive position, because these guys have to be killed. Wow. Huh. Wonder why the bar is so different than usual. Alright. A besieging army cannot retreat. Oh, we have them pressed up against the city. They can't all fight us at once. They're suffering from a crunch here. They only have 4 spaces where they can place units. So that's kind of cool. It's not going to help us very much. No, not there. These two need to be drawn out of the line of fire. If they come forward at any point, they will die to disease, so... That aside, I think this is basically correct. Unfortunately, they moved before we do, so we have no way of pinning one of them on a reinforcement base. And we don't really get to choose targets. This is the Necro drone? No. Where's the drone? The drone's in back. Okay. Everybody focus on the drone. And then after the drone is done, it's just sort of a free-for-all. And they got to use... Somehow, they got to decide what order to bring their troops in. And so they've brought all of the slow-moving melee units in first. And left all of the flying units to come in through the space where the melee units would be totally screwed if they came in through. The AI gets access to some cushy perks that we don't have a way of getting. Alright, so some of us will get pinned in place by the foragers. To be expected. I think there's a pretty good chance that these foragers will die before the end of this turn. I have a lot of units who want to move on the Necrodrones, but who actually will not be able to get to them, and will take foragers as a consolation prize. Yep, like this. Oh, look at that! They actually attacked the one with the lower health. Isn't that lovely? Yep, just keep it up. Those other foragers are going to come in, and we'll fight them too when they get over here. It's not really a lot to strategize about. We are all so diseased, so very diseased. That guy's dead. He'll die from disease damage before the fight ends, unfortunately, I think. Because we have at least one more turn. I can't remember how many of them there are. There's 1 or 2 more Necrodrones still coming in. Don't run away just because there's no active target. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we can kill both of these Necrodrones in one turn, so he would... In order to survive, he'd have to eat two ticks of disease, and he'll die before that happens. Yep. Well, at least he goes down swinging. Deals 300 damage on his way out. Okay, I'm confident. I'm confident about our loss rates. We really are making them lose so much more than we are losing. What? Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you worthless? Yay, Nachan Possessor gets to hand out heals. Come on, you can get him? Yeah, 393. And you even barely lived. He has 4 health. Look at that. Man, they deal so much damage with the disease. Alright. This will allow us to turn around and get back into position for this next problem that we're about to have. Alright, I'll just merge him into this army. Merge into... Go! It's always so touchy. Alright, let's refill that army. Do we have extra high-level monks anywhere? We do not. Okay. Well, let's keep building them, I guess. We're almost out of Palladium. We've run the supply down pretty quickly here. Hopefully, Blue's attack force is spent after this next army, because if not, we're going to have to start fighting with less impressive units. Speaking of which, let's just prep for that now. No, let's not make them Seekers. Monks are so much better. They're just so much better. So this is the basic monk. And we'll go for dust and infantry slayer. And generation, and improved life. Okay. Not actually that bad of a troop. Probably not very expensive, which is nice. Like I keep saying, our economy is in a fantastic place, though. Alright. I think we have an army should be sufficient to push Blue off. Actually, can I... Nah. Never mind, let's not make dangerous landfall. Let's just wait. I started a lot of these units before I did the helm upgrade. Okay. We should be totally fine here. Should be. What do we want to research? We are one research off of... I guess I shouldn't have upgraded the Seeker design yet, because I'm just going to have to upgrade it again in a second. Stockpile techs would be cool to have, so we can start making decent stockpiles. But we also still have a lot of basic improvement technologies like dust alchemy and fluid biomechanics. Once we hit this era, Marvelous Alloys is first, no question. We'll come back for that other stuff. Alright. So we have an army with a hero at its head marching toward us, but I think we should be fine. Oh, the other thing I need to do is make sure that I actually do upgrade the armies, or the equipment of the heroes who are governing the cities. Okay, so Tychest spit out a Palladian 4 monk and have him join this crew. Various, you have a Palladian 4 monk who can join up with these guys. We have some heroes who need levels. We still got to get him up to Cold Operator. Yep, food. Strikes far, promotes growth. We have run out of Titan Bones. Fortunately, Titan Bone demand is at a complete minimum. Alright, and the Titan Bones are the first things to benefit from the bonus duration. So, active 20 turns. That's pretty good. I think Tychest will build a Palladian Monk. Just pop that out this turn. And then we're actually out of resources for building advanced monks. So, hopefully we've gotten ourselves into a reasonable place here, because we really just can't move it up anymore. Please, army. Please be okay. You could make some Imperial funding. That would be alright. And you know, our Seekers are doing a fine job of seeking. It's all they're really good for. It's all we really need him for. In this case, I think we can afford to wait and make him come to us. We're going to have 2 more monks done in the next turn, and I don't see any backup. And thanks to my watchtowers, I actually do get to know when they have backup coming now. It's really, really important to have information in war. War is won as much by intelligence and manufacturing as it is by actual troops. Everything comes together. I'm actually going to move them back 1. I want this guy to have to come into a slightly worse space to attack them. Alright. So his army is all Driders and Necrodrones. Mostly Driders, actually. Not inconsiderable. Alright, let's see what he does. Goes right for us. Green is closing their borders to us. We'll handle the Necrophage in a moment. You guys know how I love to do other stuff first. You know what? I'll deal with that in a moment, too. This, we know what we're doing. No brainer. Yeah. I will be right with you. Alright, let's finish mapping the darkness over here. We do have a border with green. We actually have to care about that. But they're friends, right? They won't just declare war on us. They have to go through Cold War first. So, actually, I'm not that concerned. You guys just head for pearls. It's 13 turns until the next winter. It feels like the winters have been incredibly far apart this game. Oh, there's a cliff. Shoot. And you're not stealthed when you're in a boat. Damn it. Okay, can we get open borders from purple? We don't even have peace with them. Okay, now that we're bros. Damn it. What if I close my borders and then open my borders again? I'd have to 280 influence? Really? We have a common enemy, we've been peaceful the whole game, and they thought that last thing was to their advantage, which I don't agree about. I think that it was probably not. Okay, can we make any headway? If we gave them all of our pearls, it would make some. They don't want any of our tech. Even though we have stuff they don't have. They don't have statistical methods. They don't have imperial funding for some reason. Aren't you a Walter? What are you doing not getting science techs? Alright, well this is... The cliff extends all the way along here. For this to work, I would have to make landfall up here and then run all the way around that city. And they have a guy standing right there. And there's a watchtower right there, so if I try to make landfall here, they'll know we're here immediately. And there's a purple region! Anyway, in my way. We really need purple to open their borders. How are we going to do this? I can't believe we're not stealthed because we're in a boat. Damn boat. If we make landfall, he's going to attack. And then we'll get to run. Why does he have to have a district here? Alright, so I could land almost the entire coast as purple. Damn it. I mean, I guess the plan has to be to land here, right? I know we're visible, but I think it's the only way we have any chance of making it to where we're going. Oh, he has a guardian right there. That's interesting. Huh. Let's just run right to their city, why don't we? Ugh. This is not going that well. This secondary plan to keep the faction quest moving. So we want to get advanced alchemy. We probably can switch off of industry. Advanced alchemy gives plus science per district, so it should be pretty good in the majority of our cities. Can I move you guys? How bad is this gonna get? 5? It's fine. And then you guys actually probably need to stay on... No, it's not too bad. Really? I don't have enough... Whatever. I get 8 titanium a turn. We'll be fine. Alright, Seaplon needs something to do... Okay, now it's actually holding us up. Let's go buy some titanium. Alright, Seaplon has lots of districts. The alchemy lab will be good there as well. And finally... Oh, Baryons is coming along. Baryons... Triangle. That was pretty fast, actually. We got through that quickly. Is there a good reason to save? You can only build one strategic intensifier per city. So, glass steel's not the most exciting thing we could build it on. It's, you know, if we stretched out over here, we could do this, or... I think that it actually is totally worth building it on the glass steel, though. Those free counter trinkets, man, they're not actually free. Okay, let's resolve this. So our army is in horrible shape. We're gonna get killed here. We're gonna win this battle, but we're gonna lose a lot of guys. Alright, so let us play way back, right? Play way back, make them come to us, make them... They can't all get to us at the same time. We can fight the Necro drones significantly before we have to fight the Driders. Make them fight us basically as though they are 2 armies. Let's swap this guy into that slot, and actually this guy into that slot. There's a cliff, kind of an inconvenient cliff here. I don't think I want my hero to be that far back. You can be that far back. And you guys just build up around the... Oh, why did I think that slot was empty? Just build up around the reinforcement flags. Alright, how dangerous is their hero? Not dangerous, actually. Mostly he's just providing auras. He has 54 attack. But he's providing an aura. Like, he's giving a lot of extra health to a lot of these units. Alright, so... Everybody targets a necrophage. Necrophages are the only enemies that we are worried about. Not everybody, sorry. You don't target anything. You are on hold. You are on hold position. I think the other monks are all going to fight, though, even though they're horribly wounded, because I don't think we have a choice. We have to kill stuff quickly in this battle. Alright, here we go. Oh! Choosing to attack the higher health target is something I don't really understand. I'm not sure why this unit thought it was supposed to be attacking the Drider. You can see their target light up with the red underneath them during the move. And those guys really wanted to fight that Drider, and I'm not sure why. I really thought I had clicked everybody onto the... Oof, that sweep strike back is dangerous. But it looks like we might get both the Necro drones this turn. Yeah, just run. Just do your best to survive, sir. Nope, never mind. Okay, here comes that range damage. This is gonna hurt. It's not as bad as it would be for a lot of people. The Allayi are good at dealing with ranged enemies because all of our units are so fast. But this would really suck for a lot of people. It only sucks a lot for us, whereas it would suck a hell of a lot for everybody else, you know? Like, the difference is not enough to override the fact that we're going to lose a lot of units. Let's draw some blood here, though. Aw. Actually, that's probably pretty good. Our hero's not going to sustain a lot of hits during the rest of the battle, so that Necro drone is sort of throwing its damage away, which is actually a good thing. And we can sort of ignore their hero. Hold on. I did have some people still attacking the Necro Drone, didn't I? We're not all going straight to the Driders. Yay, free counter. Look at all the extra attacks. Unfortunately, free counter for the most part is not that good against Driders. That's another thing that's potentially beneficial about ranged units. There are aspects of not getting counterattacked that are just as important as not taking the extra damage, you know? Are you serious? Did you just deal 0 damage to that guy? What do we bring you for? I mean, I know what we bring him for. It's got very little to do with his damage output. That Necro Drone could have gone for our hidden monk down here. Would have been bad. Alright, so we should be wrapping up a lot of these Driders this turn. Well, at least 2 of them. And we haven't actually lost as many units as I was afraid we would have by this point. We're probably going to have a death this turn. This guy's going to go down. This guy's going to die attacking here. But actually the losses are not looking like they're going to be that bad. Once again, I have underestimated our troops. Oof, sweep strike back though, man. It is a very serious concern. In cases where you're fighting with a small number of units, you can often control sweep strike back with careful positioning, you know, make sure that you don't get too many extra hits. But when there's this many units around, it's difficult to predict exactly what each of your guys is going to do, much less what the enemy guys are going to do. And so sometimes you end up taking damage that you maybe could have avoided with perfect foresight. Okay. That guy narrowly survives and hopefully gets healed. Cool. Alright, so we definitely do not have a lot of troops on the field. We lost 6 units from our main army and 1 from our secondary army. That is huge. We lost a ton of resources worth of units there. Holy crap. I want to get like the minimum level of zoom that's still in the strategic view. Okay, well, I'm going to go across and grab Killer Instinct real quick. Chompsessa is doing alright. We actually do have to pick up Cold Operator on him because even if none of the other units in the army are vulnerable to winter, he is. Is there anything... This guy can pump up the security value of his city if we go through here. That's something that's valuable. Obviously, Era 5. Okay, so... how are we on backup troops? I know we have a couple of monks left over. We need to jump into the active army, but that last skirmish broke us pretty badly. It's funny how one battle can make such a difference, because before that, we'd lost almost nothing, right? We'd lost only a handful of units, but he pushed us exactly up to the breaking point with all those other battles, and then there just tipped us over, and our army was crushed. We have enough units to form one army now. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave one monk in Chompsessa's army. And it's going to be the weakest. I'm going to transfer everybody else over to here. Chompsessa needs a retrofit. Let's do this now or else I'll forget. Oh wow, his gear is super out of date. Holy crap. Actually, everybody needs a retrofit, right? We need to upgrade the dust armor that people are wearing. So these are 18 defense, 15% health, 16 initiative, 20% attack. Let's give him some Mithrite boots. We certainly have, or Hyperium rather. We certainly have enough Hyperium to spare. We don't quite have the tier 2 weapons. Well, we won't be able to afford them right away when we get to them anyway. Yeah, I think it's time to switch off the quest item. And we'll give him Regen 2. I'll tell you right now, this is going to be the end of the video. I'm going to retrofit some unit designs. I want to make sure everybody has upgraded stuff, and then we're going to end there. So if you're not interested in listening to me talk about stuff while that happens, go ahead and sign off. We'll see you tomorrow. But I do want to talk a little bit about long-term strategy for everyone who wants to stick around here. 471 dust, man. Okay. We just can't afford to give him all the stuff I would like to give him. We have to upgrade Zoyos's dust pieces. Nope, not that. So our long-term strategy here, I think we can deal with blue. Provided that he doesn't come across our border with 6 more armies, I think we can deal with blue. We may want to seek peace with him. We may want to try to take a province or something. I'm not 100% sure. But I think purple is our new long-term concern. Purple can potentially overtake the game. They've taken some land from red and they've taken some land from blue. But we have to be very, very careful not to let them overwhelm us. Let's do this. And then the basic monk design also needs to get rebuilt pretty completely here. So part of this is going to be accomplished just through gearing ourselves up. But we also probably want to get spying on them. I know that I said I was going to plant that Iphalo-Tegret in blue cities to help us win the war, damage their morale and stuff. But we might... Well, I was going to say we might have to put them in purple cities and slow down their science, but actually, probably the right thing to do is just to hire a new hero for that purpose. Is there another spy available to us? We have a Spying 3 hero. Spying 3 is acceptable, but it's also worth noting that this guy doesn't have the sweet seniority bonus. Seniority bonus skill that Forgotten have, so he's quite a bit worse. I think we'll wait a couple of turns. We'll see if... Let the next wave of heroes hit, and we'll see if a Forgotten does come up, because that would be a lot better. What are the costs of Palladian and Adamantian are both at the price floor? So we can continue running our army for a little while off the marketplace if blue forces us into it. Would not be the end of the world. Alright, well, I think that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I still think we can win this, for sure. Can be done. Come back next time. We've been playing an awful lot of defense here. I think it might be time for an attack. We'll see you then.